Well, we've got a youngster in Sharon Flower coming in, and she's going to, I think, compete with the two returning starters who've shared time over the last couple of years, Lauren Hollinsworth and Lindsay Campbell. They bring back a couple of years, 2 or 3 years of experience. Lauren's going to be a senior and has a lot of experience playing here at IU, and so I think the three of them are really going to challenge each other. Right now, I don't think there's anyone ahead of time that's going to be the key starting player. I think they're here to battle it out and see who can be the best goalkeeper. The loss of Kelly, with her graduating and moving on to pro soccer, is something to replace. The good part is we finally have a healthy Kerry Krazak anchoring the middle of the defence, and I think Kerry, who's played tremendous in the last 2 years, but always partly hurt, and now she's feeling 100 times better than what she did, and I expect her to do some great things at the back there. And then we have a mixture of different players that could play at the back. We have a couple of defenders coming in the freshman class, but we also return players like Kirsten Burks, who's been converted into a defender, had a great off-season, and Leanne Cummins, of course, who's a converted forward, also playing at the back. And those two, I think, will give us some real solid experience. And Lara and Megan, who are a couple of freshmen coming in, I think will add to that depth, and we'll probably have more depth in that spot than in previous years. Well, we've got those central midfield players and our wing midfield players, and so really dealing with those central midfield players, players like Margot, incoming freshman Becca White, Hannah Davidson, players that anchor that middle of midfield. I'm excited because there's a real mixture in that group. I think Margot brings a lot of experience with her, being already had a couple of years of college experience. And I expect some really big things from Margot anchoring the midfield. And then a variety of players also play in the middle of the midfield. Devon Beach, Lisa Wang Sang-se, and Chloe McKay are all players that are in that attacking mix, and that will give us more than anything. I think this year we're going to have a lot of options in midfield, and we can mix and match players by game, during the game, and have some real depth on the bench. So I'm pretty excited about our midfield play. And of course on the outside you got players like Jocelyn Moses, who had a nice year last year. I'm expecting her as a senior to have her best year. And the rest of the kind of wing midfield stuff is probably going to come from a lot of it from our freshman group. Becca Zambon from California is looking very nice already in pre-season, and has done a fine job, and several of us are pushing her as well. Devon kind of plays off the front line a little bit, and does a great job of mixing as almost that withdrawn forward, attacking mid. But quite clearly, as we've gone through the last year and through this spring, and we'll go through this fall, I think, with Arianica and Carly Sam, the two of them playing together, they've just formed a great relationship on the field, off the field too. They're starting to read each other. They know the skills and traits and the runs that each other make, and I'm very excited for those two to get stuck in and play some games. And I think they're going to cause a lot of problems for the front players, for teams' defenses. We have one or two other some freshmen coming in. I think we're going to be excited to see Becca Candler get in there and get some playing time. She brings a lot of experience with her from various teams, and playing international games and high-level soccer. So a lot of expectations for Becca to be a contributing player this year as well. We've been in training camp for about a week, and part of the kind of end of that week is getting a game in, and so we took a ride out to West Virginia. Had some good activities for the team, plenty of time for some bonding and team activities. But we also put them out of their comfort zone, taking them from the comfort of here in Bloomington and put them on the bus, the hotel, everything new. And they came through it, obviously with a 3-1 win. They adjusted, found their feet and found their rhythm for the game, and got a very nice result. Not only did we get the right result, we played very, very well. So I'm very excited about getting the season going and playing the games that are going to start to count. Several of the things that were great against West Virginia, where I thought that the organisation of our backs and how we defended as a team, I thought we'd worked hard on in training, and they responded, and you could see them thinking about it and then talking to them. Played 3 segments of 30, and so talking to them during the intervals or whether they got subbed off. You could ask them what they thought about mistakes, and they could answer it with the right answers. So they're definitely looking to play the way we want to play. I thought also we created so many great chances, and to be a week in and to be able to attack with so many different people and so many different ways was real exciting, because we can take that into training and keep working on a number of the passes, the balls, the runs, to make them sharper, better. Maybe not be offside 10 times as we was this game, but I'll take that over not being offside at all, because that shows that we're trying to get in behind the defenses. So definitely was a terrific trip for coaches and the players. August is away and September is home, so we get a lot of tough work out the way in August, going to Evansville and Kentucky, Butler, of those games. But then when we come home, having powerhouses of Nebraska and Texas A&M here, that's going to be special. Both teams have been NCAA tournament multiple times and Elite 8, and I think both of them have been pushing to try to get into that top 10 on a year-to-year basis, and they're going to be great games for us to play. Obviously, it's exciting to have Nebraska here with them joining the Big Ten in the future, but I'm definitely excited for those 2 games. Also, the home games that will end September with playing at home in the Big Ten. We have Michigan, we have Minnesota, Wisconsin, Northwestern, and I think maybe one other, and Ohio State, all here in Bloomington. So a great slate of Big Ten teams playing here on Yeager Field, and I think we're excited to have that competition come to town. I think this year is going to be another fantastic year for the Big Ten. There's some very good teams, some good players, and definitely part of that is here at IU.